So it is a short form of serialization and deserialization. What does that mean? What is this SerDe? What is this serialize and deserialize? So we know that we have Athena. We can use Trino, which is written in Java, or we can use Spark, which is written in Scala. And both are JVM based query engines or JVM based programming languages. And Athena is used to query files which are there in S3, and the files can be CSV, Parquet, Iceberg, JSON, etc. So what happens whenever we try to insert records using insert statement in Athena? So that records pass through something called a serialization process. So what happens in this serialization process is that the records which are in Athena representation, like insert into values, those are converted into bytes of rows or binary data by the serializer, because essentially the records are stored in binary. So the Athena representation, which is converted basically first into a JVM object, and then it is serialized to bytes of rows or in binary format, and then it is written to the CSV, Parquet, or whatever file format we mentioned. And while reading records using Athena, the bytes of rows or the binary representation is fetched from the S3 location. It goes through something called as deserializer or deserialization, which converts the bytes of rows or the binary representation into Athena representation. Of course, before that, it is converted to a Java object or a JVM object, and then it is converted to Athena representation, and then it is returned to the client. So this is in a nutshell the serialization and deserialization processes. So at a very high level, serialization converts from a certain format to a certain format. Now the end result of the serialization is a format which can be stored in Parquet, CSV, JSON, etc. files. Deserialization also converts from one format to other format, but this is opposite of serialization, because here the records or the data is read from the way it is written in CSV, Parquet, Avro, etc. file format, and then it is converted to another format which can be shown to the client and to the end user. That's what serialization and deserialization does. If I go a little bit more technical, so if we store records using a schema, so the schema is a JVM object and the records are passed through the JVM object, and then it is serialized in binary format and written to the files. While retrieving, the records are written from files in binary format and then mapped to a JVM object and then to the table schema, and then it is shown to us. That's why in the row format, we will have to mention what type of serialization and deserialization we want to use as per the file. So let's say I want to store the file in Parquet format. Then we'll provide us Parquet serializer and deserializer, which will take the record from Athena client and then convert that record in a format which can be saved by Parquet. And whenever we retrieve, it will go through this deserializer class. The record would be retrieved as per the file format, which can be Parquet, Avro, etc. Go through the serializer class, which will map that binary record or binary format into a JVM class defined by the schema, and then it will be shown to us.